Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of Major Money. And it is back to our traditional Flex Friday picks. So now we got Ross back. We're fighting through AAU season, right? And all your tournaments, but we should be more consistent from here on out. So y'all will be getting the shows. Like always, we're going to reset the scoreboard because it's been a little while, and honestly I have no clue what the records are. I know Ross was winning, so shout out to him. He was spanking me, if I remember right. He was on a really hot streak, so shout out to him. We'll say he won season one. We'll just call it like season one or whatever. Ross won season one. I'm looking for revenge on season two here of our Major Money for our Flex Friday super shows. Unfamiliar, we're going to bring 3 picks each. One of them, I guess we should do family plays again. I think that was a fun thing. We'll bring back our family plays as well. So one of them is going to be a family play. 2 of them are going to be our individual. All 3 count towards our record, and we will be back next week. We'll have records of our family plays of each other. I'm going to preface this. I am no professional gambler. I have never once said I was good at this. The whole joke of me having Major Money was I was terrible. Now I've figured it out a little bit just to be average, right? And so please do not be like, Major said this, it's going to hit for sure. This is for fun. This is to let you all know how much fun PrizePicks is. Yeah, we're trying to make some money, and we've done pretty good so far. But just want to throw that disclaimer, at least for my picks. Ross is much better than me. But I'm going to go for the upset of the century right here. Miracle on ice, miracle on PrizePicks is what I'm going to call it. So, Ross, good to have you back. Are you going to be a gracious winner for season one, or gloat a little bit?
It was a good season. It wasn't a long season, but I thought I was on a hot streak. I think I had like 2 weeks in a row. I was undefeated, so I didn't lose a pick, and I think I ended like 9-1. I had a lot of wins, so I'm looking forward to repeating as champion.
Yeah. I mean, you were on like 2 straight weeks of 3-0, and like the week before you went like 2-1, and maybe even the week before that you went 3-0 again. You had figured it out, and so I had to put it into this. That's really the background. Not really, but but good timing for us to reset. Daniel, as always, is here in our YouTube comments. What's up, Daniel? Hope you're having a good day. Without further ado, you know it. New member offer. Play $5, get $50 instantly in promo funds. This is the perfect time to do it. We still got NBA, we got NHL, you got college basketball, you got soccer, you got esports, you got golf, several other things, and then you'll be right in the thick of things and know how it works for the NFL season starting back up too in a few short months. I mean, you got baseball starting back as well. So a lot of opportunities here, no matter what sports you like. But Ross, I'll let you go first. We'll start with the family play. What do you want your family play to be?
Yeah, so I mean, this line has already jumped up. Everyone's kind of probably going to talk about it at some point. De'Aaron Fox heading back to Sacramento. It's moved up. It was 22.5 literally maybe 30 minutes ago when I sent my major. It's already at 23.5, and I know if it wasn't a return home back to the team he played his entire career for, this line would be a lot lower. But PrizePicks knows that guys just have a little bit of juice in the game. When guys go back, especially back home, like if this was a game at San Antonio, it's a little bit different. This game is in the heart of Sacramento. This is where De'Aaron Fox has played and had an amazing career. This is the game, I think, where, he's kind of slacked the past couple of games, but he's still getting double-digit field goal attempts. He's going to the line efficiently. He's not the greatest three-point shooter. We know that. He's really struggled, actually. I was just looking at some lines, like 1 for 9, 1 for 7, but I feel like this is the game. He pops off. He goes over 23.5. I think he could go for like a 30 bomb. And I said this last time I was on Major Money, a guy that would have a big game. It was Tyler Hero's 40-point game. I said he would have it. I think De'Aaron Fox, this is the game. He goes for 30 plus, and the Kings go down and get beat by Fox tonight.
Yeah, this is the second most popular pick. A lot of people are thinking the same exact thing for you. Then, I mean, honestly, things keep coming out about like his tenure and how it ended and how they kept firing coaches. And he said, I'm not playing for another coach with y'all. I'm just going with another team because this is kind of ridiculous type thing. So I think it's just he wants revenge. Like sometimes they go back and it's like it is what it is. We're going back. I think he like wants it. He wants to show out. He's playing with the Spurs without Wemby. I mean, it sounds bad. They're not really playing for too much right now, except for personal pride. And like, this is the ultimate game. Just go get yours. And I think the team and like Chris Paul and them, they want him to get his too. Kind of like make a statement too to rally around their new guy. So I like this pick too. I think that's exactly why it's one of the most popular ones we have right here. My family play, and I'm just gonna use my Miami Heat associated one. Bam's at 19.5 points. I almost went with that, but y'all know I like combos on major money because I think they're a lot of fun for whatever reason. Rudy and Bam 20 rebounds. I don't know. I really like that. I feel like both of them very easily could get 10. Both of them very easily could get 13. But we do 3 picks. I mean, I would be interested in maybe doing each one of their just flat out rebounds together, but I've talked about for the rebound combos, I look for players that I think they're going to get the vast majority. So yes, Bam's rebounding numbers haven't been as consistent as they have been before with Ware starting, and Ware's just a big, long player's always getting a lot of rebounds just from his sheer arm length, basically. So Bam hasn't been getting as many, but if you watch the games, Bam's doing a lot of work. He's still getting his fair share, especially recently. He's been balling out. So I think him and Rudy, they're going to basically be the 2 players to really clean up the glass and really do a lot there. So I like this. It's just kind of like a little hedge. Maybe Rudy gets 15, then Bam only needs 5 type thing. So I like this hedge. I'm going to use it as my family play solely because it has Bam Adebayo, our Miami Heat family right there. And it's a combo, so family as well. So that's going to be my family play. I did notice while I was talking, Fox, they did remove the pick, but if y'all are familiar with major money or PrizePicks, sometimes they get removed for a little bit, come right back, especially not uncommon for ones that are becoming that popular. And a lot of people, like I said, I mean, you go on Twitter, it's everywhere of that being like the most popular play right there. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if it comes back by the end of the show. But Ross, what's your next play?
Yeah, and I feel like I usually stay away from popular plays, but just today, just something is screaming it, and it's the third one that's right on there. It's Jaden McDaniels. I haven't watched a lot of Minnesota games. He's actually like killing it, and it's not only like the point side. He's also getting a lot of attempts. His last game against Charlie had 21 attempts. He's had 10 attempts, 9, 16, 18, 16, 15, and like the list goes on for like mid double digit field goal attempts. And again, I haven't really watched a lot of Minnesota games, but I feel like that line of 13.5 is really low considering Miami and you know everything that's been going on with them. I feel like Jaden McDaniels I feel like is a guy that's going to get up a bunch of threes. Last game he shot 9 3 attempts. A couple games ago he had 6. A couple games before that 6 and 7. So I feel like he's going to definitely get the volume here against Miami, and I think that this is definitely a better matchup for him. I like this pick. I feel like this is a big one, and Rudy is a GTD. He probably comes back tonight, but if he doesn't, I like this pick even more. And then obviously, if that doesn't happen, that combo isn't available, like Major said, go after Bam's rebounds. I think that's another one that we both definitely like here.
Yeah, and especially if shout out to Greg. I'm holding Major accountable if I lose tonight. Just go ahead and get that text ready, okay? It's coming. But if Rudy's not playing, like I might like Bam points even more at 19.5. So if you're worried about him not playing, I think he will come back. But if you're worried about him not playing, you could go ahead and secure that value because that might bump it up a little bit from 19.5. But I do like Bam props today, especially if Rudy's not playing. Jaden, think he's been playing very good basketball as of late. The one I was kind of looking at was his points, rebounds, assist, because I think there's a lot of rebound opportunities when you're playing the Miami Heat at times. So I do kind of like that. But I do like your points one. I'm going to go with, and I'm going to shout out Digital Adele. Stephon Castle, he is right now the best rookie in the NBA. Very good player. his points, rebounds, assists, I'm taking the over. You can see 34, 34, 43, 27. He's been playing phenomenal basketball. He's playing Sacramento, not a good team, right? Especially not a great defensive team. I think especially not for someone to guard Stephon Castle, unless I'm just completely forgetting someone. But I think Castle's going to be able to get his. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game, actually. I think Castle, especially without Wemby, yes, they are very guard heavy now with Fox and with Chris Paul, but I think more so it's Chris Paul taking an even further step back in that, not Castle. Castle has the athleticism to really attack any matchup. He's a good rebounder. I mean, he's been dishing the ball out, solidly enough for him, I would say. So I think he's just going to have overall a good game. His points win are good, but you can see to where why wouldn't I just bump that up just a little bit to get even better value? Because I think, he might hit 24 points himself, but I think it's not unfeasible that he gets 5 rebounds, 5 assists type thing in this matchup. So I'm going with Stephon Castle, 23.5 points, rebounds, and assist. Now, Ross, what is your final play today?
So my final play today is I'm fading somebody who played last night and got absolutely locked down by LeBron James. Had a horrible shooting night. He went 3 for 13. Karl-Anthony Towns, 24.5 points. And if you're not familiar with why the line is so high and he hasn't really come close to that, Jalen Brunson is out for tonight. So Jalen Brunson not playing the back-to-back. I feel like it's a lot more difficult, especially for a big man to get more open shots when they're point guard who really draws double teams so much. I mean, the last play of the regulation last night, Jalen Brunson got blitzed and double teamed right at the top with I think there was 5 seconds left. So I feel like with all the attention gone from Jalen Brunson, it'll be shifted towards Cat a little bit, and they'll probably try to make Bridges and Anunoby and other guys try to beat them. I'm fading Cat off a back-to-back. He got shut down by LeBron. Kawhi is healthy, and he is playing. So I'm not sure if they're going to put Bogdanovich, Zubac, or Kawhi, or a mixture of the three onto him. I think if they throw a bunch of guys at Cat, he's going to have a very difficult night tonight. I think that he struggles from the field again, and I think that he goes under 24.5. That's a big line for a big that is off a back-to-back and hasn't really shown that he can hit that in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Cat. I think he's a very talented player, very good player, obviously. He's very, very good. It just seems like you can't 100% count on him in massive games. Like the Lakers game, that's actually a pretty big game, especially the whole narrative that the Knicks can't beat. People talked about this with the Heat for several years. They can't beat the best teams. They beat who they're supposed to. That's been the Knicks, and it's actually true with the Knicks. It's not like they have a bad record. They literally have not won a game against the top 4 in the NBA. They're 0-7 or whatever it is. So I like this under 2. The only thing I'm worried about is he just jacks up a bunch of shots, and he's a talented enough player to where if he takes an enormous amount of shots, he's going to get it. But Zubac, very underrated center. The person I would be looking at and is my favorite player on the Knicks is Josh Hart. If I was wanting a Knicks player, and his lines are still kind of low, honestly, for how well he's been playing. Yeah, I think you can still find good value there, but I do like fading Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm never going to be upset at fading Karl-Anthony Towns, to be honest with you. I'm going to see accidentally clicking everything under the sun. It's not come back yet. Our Fox play has not come back. So just remember, Fox, I believe it last was at 23.5, but it has been at 22.5 today. Sometimes when it comes back at the lower number as well. So just be on the lookout for that. My final play is also going to be a Miami Heat play. And we're cutting in and out here, but apparently I can't type. I can't spell. I'm taking Andrew Wiggins, 24.5 points, rebounds, and assist. I like this play even more if players are out, and players are out for Miami, right? I think this is a good number when everyone's healthy. I think it's an even better number when a lot of people are out. A lot of people are out, especially in Andrew Wiggins' position. So I think he's going to play the bulk of minutes. He should lead the team in minutes, or be near at the top with Terry Rozier. No, I'm just kidding. With Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. But Andrew Wiggins is kind of one of those like Ironman type players in the NBA, to where he should be leading the team in minutes pretty consistently. You can see he's very, very consistent in what he brings to the basketball floor. Even when he's not shooting well, he finds another way to impact it. But I think he's going to continue to find his shot, continue to score at a good level. I like players that are consistently around their props, not boomer bust type players. Boomer bust type players are good for demons, in my opinion, but not great if you're just trying to put it together a standard parlay here. I'm not really what I'm looking for Flex Friday. Flex Friday, they already give us such great value by our protected plays. I want to take advantage of that and build my bankroll. I think players like Andrew Wiggins, ones that you can just rely on to find a way to impact the game, are those type of guys. But 24.5 playing Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota does have some pieces. They also just haven't been as good as they should be. And Andrew Wiggins, I mean, especially if he's been shooting the rock like he did in his last, I want to say like 2 games, or not last game, but 2 games before then and 3 games. Very efficient, getting to his spots. I think he will have the opportunity. I think it's going to be a close game, so I'm not worried about a blowout. He always play close games. I do like this 24.5. I could see him. This is a game where I could see him 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 15 points, right? We're there easily. I think it maybe one statistical category isn't going to pop out, but I think he's going to find a way to hit a lot of his props tonight, I guess is a way to say it. I think this is a big Andrew Wiggins game for me personally. So in recap, and we'll do one last look to see if it came back. We'll search Fox. Fox, here it is. It's not on the popular plays. Maybe they just removed it for whatever reason from the popular plays. But our family play is De'Aaron Fox, 23.5 points over. And I'm pairing that with Rudy and Bam Adebayo, 20 rebounds, that combo. Then for Ross, he has Jaden McDaniels, 13.5 points, also playing against Miami. My other Miami pick is Andrew Wiggins, 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Then we are going over to Karl Anthony Towns under. So Ross is taking under, not always done on major money. It's more done for baseball. There are times whenever we were doing this during baseball, we would take unders. But for basketball, for whatever reason, I think it's more fun to take overs. I don't know. But Karl Anthony Towns under 24.5 points. And then I'm taking the rookie, probably going to be rookie of the year. I don't really know if there's a probably about it. He should be rookie of the year. Stephon Castle, over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So I like a lot of our plays have some sort of connection to them. So I think we're on a similar wavelength on how a lot of these games are going to go. So that's what we're playing. If you want to play those for your Flex Friday, more than welcome to. I know mine was $20 today. So sometimes it's just $5, but $20. You would win $500 if we go a perfect 6 for 6. Preface, I don't know if that's ever happened on major money, but don't think so. I think the closest we got is 5-1. So maybe we do a major money first, go a perfect 6-0. Remember, if you haven't signed up yet and you hearing about Flex Friday, you want to take advantage of that, where you're basically a free play. If you lose, you get all your money back in promo funds. That new member offer, you see it going at the bottom of your screen. Play $5, get $50 instantly in promo funds. Don't even have to hit that bet. You just get it as soon as you play that. So we will see y'all next time on our Flex Friday edition of our Super Show with me and Ross. Is going to be more and more regular, like it has been in the past. Just some scheduling conflicts have thrown us off, but we are back and we are here to stay. So thank you to Ross for joining us again. Thank you to PrizePicks, 5 Reasons Sports. Let's steal their money tonight, as always, and let's enjoy a Miami Heat W tonight. I'm calling it.